Letitia Green was 4 months pregnant when she got devastating news.
It was pretty horrible. They noticed that her heart wasn't functioning the way it should, but they didn't exactly know what it was.
At the Elizabeth J. Farrell Fetal Health Center, Letitia learned her baby girl Ziah has half a heart, also known as hypoplastic left heart syndrome, and may be born too soon.
Before getting pregnant with Ziah, I lost 2 other babies. We kind of knew that this was a pattern and it was gonna keep happening if we didn't do something about it.
For Ziah, showing up at 24 weeks of pregnancy, you would have first and foremost a severe prematurity issues. But to have hypoplastic left heart and no way to intervene, you're too small, you're too early, that baby would have died.
We were prepared for me to deliver and for Ziah to pass. That was just the state of mind of everybody. No one really thought that there was anything else that we could do. And for her not to make it because of me, it would have been rough.
The fetal health team proposed a revolutionary idea rarely attempted with an HLHS baby. Insert a tiny balloon to keep Ziah in the womb.
Just the thought that they would do something that's not common to help save her life, it means everything.
She said she was willing to try anything to help keep her baby inside. That's what she wanted to do, so we were all in.
Specialists at the Elizabeth J. Farrell Fetal Health Center provide innovative care for critically ill babies like Ziah, before, during, and after delivery.
Fetal Health Center is completely multidisciplinary. We do everything as a team. It is a very powerful process and allows families to really understand the problem that their baby has, but also gives them the feeling that there really is a team of people that are going to take care of their baby, and there really is a good plan that's going to give the baby the best chance for survival and the best chance to be healthy. There's very few places in the country that can provide this kind of comprehensive care.
2 women began this hospital, and their mission was that no child would be turned away. So with that philosophy, if we can provide a therapy that may not be well established, whether that's through innovation, a new surgery, a new product that might be helpful with minimal risk, that's what we're here for.
I do believe having the pessary saved Ziah. Ooh, we got to full term. Yeah, she did good.
The cardiac team now joins the fetal health team to plan how to care for Ziah's deformed heart when she is born. Thanks to the innovative treatment at the Fetal Health Center before birth, Ziah survived and had the first of her 3 corrective heart surgeries just days after birth.
Ziah! Hi! She is getting so big.
Now, baby Ziah enters the critical 3 to 6 month wait before her next surgery.
Up to 1 in 4 kids would have an event needing CPR, calling 911, or even death at home. We work very hard to try to reduce any sort of bad events at home, but we can't totally take away that these kids are born with half a heart.
Children's Mercy developed an app-based program called CHAMP to monitor HLHS babies between surgeries with daily videos and vital sign monitoring to improve their chances of survival.
And it will read, when we turn it on, it'll read her oxygen saturations and her heart rates. And so we'll give you that so you can check her at home.
There's all sorts of things as nurses and nurse practitioners we can see maybe before parents have even noticed. And so for a family to say, I think her breathing's different, can you look at the video? And I can almost be at the home instantly within 2 minutes of the video saving to say, yep, I agree. Let's change that medicine back to where it was before. It's really innovative that we can really improve their care from home.
You have any questions about that stuff?
It's pretty straightforward. The CHAMP program is amazing. We like the whole tablet thing and doing the video. We can tell them what's going on. They respond right back to us. So it's that immediate response that we really like.
While Ziah is at home, the CHAMP team monitors her home videos and notices she's struggling. She's brought in for evaluation. The cardiology team sees that Ziah's weak heart is under serious strain.
So I wanted to know what you thought about her aortic arch and her function.
Ultrasounds reveal Ziah's aortic arch has a blockage, which is increasing pressure on her weak and malformed heart.
We want to make her pumping chamber or ventricle function better, and we think we can do that by relieving the arch narrowing. And then we'll see how her heart function and ventricle recovers. I'm still very hopeful for her making it through.
This is a huge setback in Ziah's path to heart reconstruction. High pressures mean the second reconstruction surgery is too dangerous. She needs a repair now.
Just given that her function isn't as good as it was before and her tricuspid valve is leaking more than it had been, we're hopeful that if we can go to the cath lab, balloon her aorta again, get a decent result, give her ventricle a little bit of time to recover, and then surgically repair it.
Heart catheterization and arch repair surgery are Ziah's only chance, but they add more risk to her journey.
This is a good attempt of trying to get her to feel better.
Yeah.
Okay, she's strong. She can do this.
Baby Ziah was born with a complex heart condition called HLHS. To survive, she must have 2 more reconstructive heart surgeries. But now, scar tissue from her first surgery is blocking her aorta. Ziah needs an emergency procedure now.
Kids that have a single ventricle, their ventricles are already under a lot of strain. So what we're going to try and do is go in, blow a balloon up across it to try and create a small tear in the scar tissue and part of the vessel to make it larger.
So C, B, and D are essentially normal. A is the one that is the problem. And you can see how much more narrow it is compared to the rest.
Dr. Romans pushes a tiny balloon through Ziah's blood vessel. The balloon is slowly inflated to tear the scar tissue so more blood can get through. But too much pressure could cause a rupture or stop Ziah's weak heart. Letitia and Drew know this life-saving procedure has its own risk.
This is probably the worst part. Just sitting here and not knowing what's going on. We knew she would do great. To get that last smile is always the goal. That's all we got until we get her back.
Even though everything looks full size on the screen, we're just very aware of doing small, careful, well thought out movements and using as small equipment as possible just because her blood vessels are very small. So we want to minimize the damage to those because that will potentially impact her later. And if she needs future procedures, it decreases our ability to do those procedures. We're all pretty nervous about it. Anytime a kid goes in with poor ventricular function, it's really concerning. It still looks like there's quite a bit of narrowing there, so I just don't definitively know that it's going to be enough to let her ventricle recover.
If the balloon procedure has not improved her blood flow enough, Ziah will require an additional unplanned surgery. The heart catheter procedure improved Ziah's blood flow, but she will still need the unplanned arch repair surgery.
So we want to make her pumping chamber or ventricle function better, and we think we can do that by relieving the arch narrowing.
Letitia and Drew know that Ziah's HLHS will require 2 more heart reconstructions. But today's additional procedure puts more stress on them and more risk on Ziah.
It's a little nerve-wracking because we weren't expecting it. Another procedure where we don't know the outcome.
We didn't want to hear the bad news. Nobody wants to hear the bad news.
The waiting never gets easier.
Scar tissue from Ziah's first surgery is putting strain on her partially reconstructed heart.
When you're a single ventricle, it's very intolerant to narrowed blood vessels. And so we need to make sure that the blood vessel to her body is completely unobstructed.
Ziah is placed on life support and her heart is stopped. Then, the surgical team uses intricate geometry and patches to repair her blocked aortic arch and restore her blood flow. Dr. Douglas soon discovers he must also repair a challenging fold in Ziah's aorta, a vessel smaller than a drinking straw, in a heart the size of an egg.
Well, I can't say it was simple, but in the end, it looked very good. So, you know, she really had a lot of scar tissue in there. I mean, you know, everybody makes scar tissue after surgery and after heart surgery, and she had managed to make a little fold in her blood vessel. We got a couple of nice patches in there, open it up, that gradient's all gone, her heart's squeezing well, and You know, it was what we wanted to achieve.
With blood flow in her heart greatly improved, Ziah is back on track to continue the path for HLHS heart reconstruction.
It's hard, but I know she's doing better. And she's gonna make it. She's strong.
2 months after arch repair, the Children's Mercy CHAMP team continues to monitor Ziah and dozens of other HLHS babies across the region as they wait for their second HLHS heart repair.
And before the use of CHAMP, we had about 20% of kids with hypoplastic left heart syndrome that were passing away at home in between the first 2 surgeries, and that's not okay. For all 250 families that have used the app nationwide, we maintain a 3% mortality. We want to share what we've learned and to see that we can continue to learn together as a heart community.
Well, we've been home since the archway repair, and things have been going good. We haven't had any major problems. We say it all the time that we believe that Children's Mercy had saved Ziah. We fought for her to come out with a heart condition and for her to fight through that. I mean, we just gotta stay good until our next surgery.
She's our miracle baby. I mean, just have faith that, you know, my baby will be okay.
I'm coming home.